it's Lisa. I want to scrap my Christmas photos. And I don't typically buy a lot of Christmas papers. I have absolutely nothing left in my Christmas stash that goes with these photos, except for some new papers which were on sale at a cherry on top. These kind of vaguely go with the papers. Actually, this one looks pretty good, and I picked them mainly because they were all over kind of prints that I could use on Christmas cards next year, and also, you know, if they happen to work out with the photos. I also went through my red stash since there was a fair amount of red in these photos. So I've got some possibilities there with paper. What I've decided to do with these is a pocket page. I kind of like that for the holidays because they tend to have a lot of little events, and I want to, I don't necessarily want to do individual pages. Sometimes I do on them, and other times I'd like to put them all together, but they don't necessarily go together. So I decided to do a pocket page again this year for Christmas. This is one that I got from American Crafts. Let's see if I can lay it here where you can see it. It has 3 4x6 going landscape, and then 2 4x6 portrait, and this one little area over here that's great for a title, or you can put journaling in there. And a lot of times with pocket pages now, instead of trying to do a spread, I do the front and the back, and that way I don't have to worry about what it matches up with in the rest of my album, since most of my pages are not pocket pages. So I'm going to cull these photos down just a little bit. Some of them I just have one thing, and others I have multiple things that I want to do, and I'm going to do the photos with my friend on one side, so I can devote a little more attention to that, and then do some of these other catch-all photos here on another side. So that's going to be doing our Christmas thing. And I realized that, oh, I do have my husband in here. I started to say I don't have any pictures of my husband, but I do have him in the photos. I have a tendency sometimes to not take photos when we're with other people, which is of course exactly when we should take them, but you get busy visiting and stuff and you tend to forget to do that. So anyway, first thing I want to do is decide which photos I want to use and where I want to put them in the pockets, and then I'll work on the filling in the remaining pockets. And I don't have Project Life cards, so I'll be making up my own pockets as we go here. So I think I want to put these 2 photos down at the bottom as they kind of go together, and then I can put some journaling maybe above that one horizontal or landscape photo, and then this music one is just one I have by itself. So I got a couple of places there, and I'll be creating, you know, as I say, some of my own cards. On the back I've got these 3. I was thinking about, you know, just using 2 of them, but I've got the space, so I think I'll go ahead and use all 3. We'll set those aside for now, and let's look at some of the Christmas papers. This one has Merry Christmas going down it, and I could use it over in the title block, but I'm not real crazy about it for that. The colors on this one is really good. However, the pattern is more of a 60s, and that one photo has a lot of 1950s and such nostalgic kind of things. They just don't go together. I do like the idea, though, of using the check. It goes with the restaurant picture, and I had one there, an old one from Crepe Paper, that I think works really well. These photos for the back, I've got some possibilities for those too, so I'm just going to set those aside for now. And I really like that one paper with the aqua color in it for the background of some of the cards, and I went ahead and typed my journaling up on some Soft Sky cardstock from Stampin' Up! That matched. And then I have these tall, skinny thickers that I think will work really well on the red plaid paper. Now my photos, some of them I did not take up the full 4x6 area, so I'm using some washi tape here just to sort of fill in the space, because when I printed that I originally planned I would just trim it down for a regular layout, but since I need to fill up those pockets, I'm just going to put washi tape around the areas that I need to fill. Sorry about my head. It gets in the way quite a bit in these videos. I like the stars, but I thought one row of it was probably enough. And then I have some gray stripe there for the top. And I'm going to do part of my title on the silhouette, so it'll say holidays with family and friends. So I went ahead and cut that out on the silhouette, and then I'll just glue that onto the plaid paper. And I keep forgetting to buy more Zig glue pens, so I'm using the Tombow adhesive. I was at Hobby Lobby yesterday and with a coupon no less, and couldn't remember what I needed, and one of the things I needed was a glue pen. There's a little space on top of those two. I'll have to see if I want to put something there as well. I think they're a little bit too low where I had them, so I'm adding a row of washi along the bottom. That'll fill up some of the space and give me a nice line to glue the letters down to. Okay, so I have all that placed, and it'll go in that tiny little pocket. And then I cut out a section of the program from the music event and put that in there as memorabilia. And I do want to use some stamps for this. I have several Christmas stamps, so I pulled out a few things. I decided to use this tag stamp. This is one of those where you get a set and it has tags for all kinds of different occasions. And sometimes I don't remember that I have those when Christmas rolls around, so I'm just going to use this as a Christmas stamp and use some markers to color based on the colors in the photos and the papers. And so I'm just coloring each of these, and then I'll stamp it on some, I can't remember if I used white or ivory cardstock, but it's Stampin' Up! Cardstock. And when I stamped this thing, oh, I had to get my glasses out. I have to do that now with stamping. When I stamped this thing, it didn't come out that great, and I ended up doing another one for the final version of the page, but it's the same process. I don't do as much stamping as I used to, and I need sometimes a little bit more correction. And this is one where I had the matching punch. This was the punch I got at the Goodwill store, real cheap. And if you use a pencil eraser, you can help push things up into your punches if you need to. So we'll glue that on. I'm deciding if I want to add any more washi tape to that particular section. Kind of decided I didn't want to, but I think I'll add something else down there at the bottom. I've got kind of a blank area in one of the photos, so I'm adding a little bit of washi up there and or down there at the bottom, and then putting in the stamped image. I had some Christmas washi from Stampin' Up, but that didn't end up actually matching as well for this particular area. I had to reprint my journaling because I had gotten the name wrong, and I got it a little bit too low on the card, so I used some washi to sort of fill in the top there and fill up that space. I think washi works really well in Project Life pockets because it stays put and it's very flat.